What's up, guys? Welcome to today's session of our technical analysis. So last week we take a look at about two arbitrary pairs. So every weekend we are going to be looking at some pairs and how you can be analyzing them using your phone. So today, let's just take a look at the pair. There are two pairs I want us to take a look at today. The first one is let's take a look at gold. What happened last week? So let's go to gold. Look at gold here. Click on gold, open it. So if you look at gold, you discover that last week we draw a trend line. I just switched to, as you can see, I switched to weekly time frame. So last week we draw a trend line on this gold, which is this. We draw a trend line. You tap on your screen, come to this place, click on trend line. So I take the trend line from up here, I join it down. So last week the market was here. So I was telling you people that we are expecting this market to break and go up, to break out of this trend line. So as you can see, the market later break out of it, if you watch very well. So today, there are two trend lines you have to observe here. If you look at here, you notice that this candle moves up to this place, even though maybe because of you are using phone. That's one thing that you face, the challenges you face when you are using phone. You notice that this candle push up to this level. Are you getting me? So there is another trend line. We are going to draw another trend line now. So let's just tap the middle, click here, then you click on this spot, then click on trend line. Then we're going to draw another trend line. This one we are going to connect it from here down. Let me just remove this one first. Let me connect the first one. As you can see, so if you look at this candle, you notice that this particular candle push up to here and forms a wick here, as you can see it. So it reached this level before it bounced back. So if you look here, you notice that we connect here. I told you from the initial analysis that you have to connect at least two. We connect here and here, as you can see. So last week we draw the trend line that we draw from here, then drop it here, which means you connect this spot, this up here, connect it here. I say at least two. Then market was here as of last week. So now that the markets have break this level that we are looking last week, we are considering where exactly are we expecting this market to reverse, which is here. We are expecting that this market will still move up a bit. Let me just shift the trend line a bit. Be patient as I try to stretch it longer. Let me zoom. So I've stretched it. So we are expecting that since markets come down up here, touch it, comes down here. So we're expecting this one to come down here. But if you reach here, let's move to daily time frame. If you come down to daily time frame, you zoom out. So if you come down to daily time frame, you notice that here is more like a resistance level. Are you getting it? If you switch to 4 hour, you see it very clearly. So there is possibility for market to consolidate here. You understand? Market will consolidate a little bit before it break up above. So we are looking at it this way, that based on what we see in 4 hours, if you look at 4 hours, we discover that here is more like it's a strong support level. that this market may consolidate here. If it bounce up to this level, to consolidate before you break above it, because we are looking at gold for the perspective that it is bullish. So we are expecting that market will consolidate here before it breaks off above, or it may break down. If you connect here, remember, you can draw the channel that I draw by connecting it like this. So let's just, since this particular one is what we observed last week, let me just remove it so that we focus on what we are expecting the coming week. So since markets is on this channel, so we are expecting it to come down to this level. But if you switch to, let's say, 4 hours, let me switch to 4 hours. If you move to 4 hours, you discover that here serves as a kind of resistance because of this level here. As you can see, markets come down here, bounce off, come down again, bounce off. So there is possibility for markets to do a kind of choppy here, bounce up and down around this region. I'm already bullish on gold. So when it bounce off within this place before it break above, but for you to see it, you have to switch to weekly time frame to observe what is going to happen here. That is just our thought process. I'm still going to watch what's happened as the day passes by. So but for now, we are expecting it to still push up more on gold. That is my perspective for gold. So we are going to switch to another pair that we will look at today. The first one is, we look at, okay, this particular one. Remember last week I told you that gold and the USD JPY move in opposite direction. So that push up that gold observe in the other one, as you can see, this one push down here. Are you getting me? This one push down here. Although last week it first moved up to this level before it push down. So why in gold is pushing up, as why this one is pushing down? If you look at this thing, you see there is a pattern called head and shoulder pattern that this thing is forming. Watch. So as you can see it, you see head and shoulder pattern that this is forming. So we are expecting that the markets, as gold is moving higher, the market is going to break below and starts coming down because of this head and shoulder pattern that is formed here. That's just what you have to expect here. But nevertheless, we can still watch out what happened in the market. But that's the way I'm looking at the market for now. I'm expecting that this head and shoulder may break down more while gold keep moving up. So that's just the pairs I'm watching. I'm already on the pair. I entered this pair around here last week. Sorry. So I entered this pair around here last week, around this region. So I'm still on the pair. I'm still bearish on this pair. Sorry for the call. So that is the way I'm looking at it this week. Make sure you click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish video, you will see it. Thank you.